Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will go over the ventricle model of the brain. Check the description box below for the spelling of the structures on the model. The brain's ventricles, they form a network of a cavity, a space in your brain. And it includes the two lateral ventricles. Those are the lateral ventricles. And the third ventricle and the fourth ventricle, right here. Now, these ventricles are filled with a fluid, which is clear, colorless. This fluid is called the cerebrospinal fluid. Cerebro from cerebrum, the brain, spinal from the spinal cord, because the cerebrospinal fluid flows in and around the brain and the spinal cord to provide nutrients, remove waste products, and act as a shock absorber. Now, this structure right here, the pink right here, and this one, is the choroid plexus, which is a network of blood vessels. It has the ependymal cells in it, which are neuroglial cells that produce and circulate the CSF. Now, each lateral ventricle has three horns: the anterior horn facing forward, the posterior horn facing backwards, and the inferior horn. These two lateral ventricles are separated from each other via the septum pellucidum, which is not shown on the model. The septum means a wall. The septum pellucidum is a double layer membrane that separates the two lateral ventricles from each other. It sits right here. Now, the two lateral ventricles allow the CSF to flow via the interventricular foramen, or the foramen of Monro, into the third ventricle. The third ventricle is located at the level of the right and the left thalamus, and it is connected to the fourth ventricle right underneath it via this structure, which is called the cerebral aqueducts. Cerebral from the cerebrum in the brain, aqueducts. Right here, we have the fourth ventricle, which is located at the level of the pons and the medulla oblongata, and it is rhomboid in shape, as we can see. It narrows down and it connects to the central canal, which is right here. This is the central canal that runs at the center of the spinal cord. So let's go over the structures one last time. This is the lateral ventricle. That's the anterior horn. That is the posterior horn. That's the inferior horn. This is the interventricular foramen, or foramen of Monro. This structure right here is the third ventricle. This right here is the cerebral aqueduct, and right underneath it, we have the fourth ventricle that narrows and continues to the central canal. And this structure in the pink is the choroid plexus.